What's going on, good people out there in the internet world? It is the Bad Wolf, and that is me. Now, in a segment where we have highlighted positive efforts of law enforcement, we're going to start a segment because it seems like nobody wants to make this really public. You know, your local communities don't want to talk about it. The news stations have it on there, but briefly. Well, no, not here. We're going to call people out. So, in a little segment, I would like to we'll call it Loser Cop of the Day. Okay. This is why people do not trust cops. Now, don't get me wrong. I've got friends and family are cops, previous next door neighbor, cop, good guy, knows what I do, all that other stuff. And here's the thing, if good cops do not report the bad cops through their internal affairs and anonymously, and then that agency, along with the police force itself, backing the blue line of secrecy, we keep each other's secrets, then how many bad cops do you really have on the force? I thought that position was supposed to be, as somebody who was going to become a cop and a federal agent, um, a high prestige point where you are so entrusted, your background, you have to get, man, let me tell you, when you go to become a cop, they investigate your background, your friends, your family. They want to know like who you're messing with. They want to know all of it. It's, the only thing worse is the government. In well, some areas, some are pretty easy peasy. But anyway, so when I see these people who have finagled their way through all of that to supposedly earn and have our trust, no, I don't care if you're a cop pulling this person over, who pulled me over, or this. I don't know you. Just because you're wearing some state issued clothes does not mean you are a trusted person. That means I should be able to know that you are a trusted person, but I don't trust you. I grew up with people I don't trust. I don't trust people in my own family, some of which, a lot of which. So, no, I'm not trusting you, and I'm not trusting you with my money, my life, my girl, my son, my not no nothing. I don't know you, and I don't know what makes you tick. And I know the intrusive thoughts of males. So, yeah, I can't speak for females out there, but I know some females have done some wild stuff too, because your downstairs bits doesn't is not it doesn't make you a good person because you have a vagina or a penis. All right. It's your thoughts and the monsters that you subdue every day that we all have. I mean, right? Some are worse than others. So let's get to this loser. So in the segment of loser cop of the day, because they're so quickly to point out all the supposedly evil sovereign citizens out there. And don't get me wrong, there are some who are, but people who are asserting their freedoms and rights properly don't fall into that category. So let's take a look here and point out loser cop of the day. All right. All right. Well, where is it? It was queued up. I got so many videos to make for you guys. It is crazy. All right. Hold on one second. Let me stop sharing. Okay. Move that over. It was just right here. I just opened it. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's up a little higher. My bad. All right, let's get to it. Once again, loser cop of the day. Now, you guys, that's why their songs called "F the Police." But have you ever heard of "F the Fireman" or "F the Family Doctor"? Other than Corn Hub? For real though. All right, so let's see what this clown uh did in his position of authority, alleged respect, and power.
Without the ones like you working tired.
Oh, geez. I really enjoyed the internet before all these stupid commercials got into play. Hold on, everybody. A couple more seconds.
Police sergeant charged with making dozens of illegal arrests and possession of child pornography was sentenced to 4 to 10 years behind bars. Kevin Menon pleaded guilty to 5 felonies and 3 misdemeanors as part of a plea deal. Menon was arrested last year after the department discovered he'd arrested several men on the Strip without probable cause. This led to investigators finding child sexual abuse material and devices. Menon's attorney calling the deal the lesser of two evils given the mountain of evidence presented in the case.
All right, all right. So, loser cop of the day. The first of my segment award goes
This
to
is the
this
story of the
guy
one.
because, and it says gets up to 10 years. So you're telling me for illegally arresting and ruining people's records and lives and child
It's 3 today.
I can't don't want to say it, charges that he had. So this guy is supposed to be out here protecting the world, protecting your children, and you is out here illegally arresting people. And then all these people's lives have been changed, have to deal with all their court cases, fees, shame, etc. Maybe even broken up marriages because of the lies that he told on these people. And he was in possession of this. Now, this also goes out to the people out there. This may make some people mad, who supported that whatever her name is, girl who just made $1 million in 3 hours on her OF. What is with people liking underage or even just turning 18 type stuff? It's sick. Now, mind you, and understand this, if we're going to be fair about this, there are some societies in the world still yet that are okay with these things. And I know some people are going to say, well, but she turned 18, so she's legal. You're right, she is legal. But a year ago, she was still a child. And this particular uh, uh, political sovereign here, law enforcement sovereign here, illegally arresting people, having child stuff on his computer, and he gets between 4 to 10 years. And he was a sergeant. Arresting people on the strip without probable cause. So it's funny how these officials want to point out people who want to assert their rights and freedoms and haven't hurt anybody as the problem, but yet y'all should be pointing. What do they say when you point a finger at somebody? You're pointing 3 back at yourself. It's okay. We're just going to keep it all balanced here. So I think before pointing out the people and their problems, you guys should probably clean up your own house first. You're worrying about what the neighbors are doing on their lawn, but your house ain't clean yourself. There are a lot of corrupt officials, police officers, judges, lawyers. Matter of fact, I'll go as far as to say wherever there are people, there's bound to be corruption. Now, obviously, yes, I'm taking a shot at this a-hole here. All right. But this is public information and these are facts, not my allegations. Do you know how much you have to do as a cop that cops finally take you down as one of them? A lot. If we were to pull his Brady list record, I'm sure this wasn't his first thing of consequence or interest, but he gets all the chances in the world. So why is it the people who make these policies, they get all the chances, and all the people who are supposed to uphold them get all these chances as a courtesy? But if you guys or me would have done one of those things, they would have thrown the book at us. Something needs to change. I'm not here to exactly say what, so I'm not going to make this a terribly long video. But yes, Mr. Former police officer, you win a-hole of the day. Now, if you guys really want to see me go in on some of these people and call people out, that is what my other channel is going to be. But because here we do deal with law enforcement, good and bad, decided to add a little swaggle over here. So we have promoted the good cops and we're going to point out the bad ones because that's what it is. Good should be rewarded for good and bad should be shamed. I don't understand why so many people out here in this world want to have this sudden delusion where, oh, I can be a creep and a stalker and a hoe bag and a degenerate and it's cool. It's not cool. Just because you hang out with other dirt bags and scumbags or whatever those people are doing doesn't make it okay. See, because there's something that somebody like me or whoever else could do to you that you wouldn't like. And then that's a problem. I'm the problem, right? But when you do it to somebody else, so do as I say, not as I do, right? Do unto others as long as you're not doing on me. No, you need to have enough mental fortitude and discernment to conduct yourself in your life. We all fight demons, but a lot of people's demons out there really aren't demons. They're you having low discernment and a inability to make good decisions because your decisions are poor and you keep making them expecting something different to happen. You keep choosing the wrong boys to give yourself to, the wrong women to share your time and money with, the wrong family members to hang around with. And you're so afraid to let any of those things go. Or in this cop's case, you're not afraid to let those things go. You're embracing the darkness. You're embracing all the bad. Everybody has from time to time intrusive, negative, or bad thoughts. That's just human nature of the animal that is this body. Or some people like to call it the hungry ghost within your soul connected to your body and wanting things. It's normal. But the difference is that if everybody became a degenerate, delusional on what they want, need, ask for, expect, demand, take, then you're going to find that you're going to be somebody else's delusion. And when it comes down to it, it's going to be might makes right, and everybody's just going to take what they want from anybody. And that's a dangerous world because then we don't have the luxury and the freedoms that we want. You've got these people who want to do things to underage children. Well, guess what? Then the children grow up to be hurt, damaged, and degenerate. And then we start to, as a society, de-evolve. If we good men and we good women don't hold the line and hold people like this cop and other people, friends, family, whatever, accountable, give them short but accurate counsel. We ourselves subdue our thoughts, our behaviors. If somebody doesn't hold the line, then the line falls. When the line falls, it all comes down because there will be no order. And right now, it's a luxury that we have to be able to have a house or a place and these thoughts and the be able to sneak off to the, what is the P Hub sites to fulfill our fantasies and whatever else. And I'm not saying not to go and do what you got to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody. But when you start to hurt somebody, that's when you've crossed the line. When you start to entertain things that interfere with the very job that you're doing, which is a conflict of interest, you need to step down. You need to find something else. But no, people get so lost in their sickness, in their delusion, in their fantasies, in their self righteousness, in their narcissism. It's been said that humankind, people, are at their best when they have a common enemy or a task at hand that they can band together to fight against. Hmm. It's an interesting expression, interesting thought. You guys take care of yourselves. I appreciate you. Oh, by the way, what I was getting to before I go, don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe, is if you want more information on me talking about other topics, by all means, I'm not perfect, so don't go there in your thoughts. Oh, he's just preaching us because he's perfect. I'm not at all perfect, but I'm also a person just like you who's had their good and their bad, and I hold the line every day as much as I can. That's all you can ask for and be asked of. But for more information like this and things I'm going to cover, various world topics and things, my personal take on it, not my, well, Black Site 32 is my website, but it's going to be on Badwolf Unincorporated or Badwolf Media Channel. These are my two other YouTube channels. Don't fall for any other ones. Badwolf Unlimited, I'll talk about everything. Badwolf Media Channel, that one, I'll be talking about things I see in the news. All right. So I'll talk to you guys later. Those channels are already up and running, and though they're not as popular or known about as this particular channel, let's tackle these problems together. Let's talk about what's real. Let's get to some issues. All right. Don't worry, we're gonna keep this channel, but let's diversify and let's not try to be perfect, but let's strive to be better, even if it's a little bit every day. So take care of yourselves, everybody out there, and do your best. That's all anybody can ask. Love yourself, take care of each other, stay away from problems, keep your peace at all costs. And I'll talk to you guys later.